Hey everyone, Lucky Ginger here from Retailer Fail. Today we're going to be going over Target ACO. So there's going to be three things that you're going to really need to know to get your accounts up and running. First is going to be your red cards. Second is going to be your Target accounts. And third is going to be your addresses. So first up, we got red cards. If you haven't already, apply for a debit red card, as it's going to be easier to add the additional users, which will allow you to get up to 5 additional red cards. So 6 total. That is very important. That is how you're going to be able to order multiple of the same item at once. So here's how you add additional users. Once you get your main red card, you'll come here to target.com, hit red card, manage red card. Come over here, it'll be a login screen. You'll log in and go to settings, hit add card holder. Once you do that, you'll see it'll give you a disclosure on it, blah, blah, blah. Then you'll come to this page if you hit next. So here, this information doesn't matter too much. Obviously, the name is going to be what is on the card. So use something realistic that you'll be able to remember. And the address, it doesn't matter. You're not going to need it for billing purposes or anything like that. Here, it's just for you to apply for the card for some reason. So put the name, address, get your 5 additional users on the way, and pretty simple. Do whatever it takes to get through this to get them ordered. That is the most important part. I can't stress it enough. Do all 5. Don't just order 1 or 2. You don't want to be sitting missing drops because you didn't order all your cards and you're waiting for them to come in the mail. So that is how you get your red cards. Next up, we're going to talk about your Target accounts. Setting up your Target accounts is pretty simple. You'll just need, so say you want to set up 5 accounts, you'll need 5 emails. I just create 5 Gmails. Come here, create your accounts for each of those Gmails. Pretty simple. It'll walk you through it. So once you have your 5 accounts set up, the main barriers in ordering multiple of the same item is always going to be your payment method and your shipping address. So on each account, you're going to need a different payment method, which is why you're ordering multiple red cards. So use 1 red card on each account, essentially. Pretty simple. And then you will need to change up your address on each account as well. So let's get into that. Your address, you have 2 options essentially, really. You can either use a completely different address on each account. So you could use your brother's at home address, your address, whatever, 3 other addresses, however many you need. If you have that option available, great. Not a lot of people do. So the other option is going to be jigging your address. So let's take a look at this. We have your original address would be 123 Apple Street. A jigged address is just going to be looking like 123 Apple Street, floor 1, or you could put room 1, apartment 1. Anything like that is gonna work. So and it's essentially endless. You could put floor 1, floor 2, floor 3, floor 4, floor 4, floor 5, and so on, for as many accounts as you need. What if you live in an apartment complex? It's not the end of the world. You can still use this. So let's say your address was 123 Apple Street, apartment 1. Yeah, a jigged address would simply look like 123 Apple Street, floor 1, apartment 1. So you can basically put the jig before your apartment number and your street address. Pretty simple. You could use floor 1, room 1, like I said, same thing. On and on, as many as you need. So for example, let's say you have three accounts. For your first account, you'd use 123 Apple Street, floor 1. Your second account, you'd use 123 Apple Street, floor 2, and then floor 3 for the third one. You could change it up and use room 3 for one of them if you want. It doesn't matter. Basically, play around with it because sometimes it's finicky and you'll still see cancels, but it's kind of a trial and error until you get it to work. So that's pretty much all there is to jigging your addresses. And that's going to be the main important information on setting up all your accounts. The only, let's see, purchase history. Yes. Okay. So the other tip that I have for you is if you're creating brand new Target accounts, get some purchase history on them before before the drops come. So let's say you have a month before the drops happening, create these accounts now. Order whatever you need. You can get it shipped to you. You can do in-store pickup. Just make sure you pick it up if in store. So you could order a banana. You could order toilet paper. Whatever you need. Just get as much purchase history as you can. Basically it goes by time essentially. So order a couple items in that month or whatever on each account, and hopefully you don't see as many cancels. The more extensive your purchase history is, the less likely you'll get flagged by Target. Target essentially flags your accounts by little to no purchase history, using the same card across multiple accounts, the same address across multiple accounts, and even IP addresses. So if you're logging into accounts, so I have 10 accounts. If you're logging into multiple accounts all at once on the same computer, don't do that. You want to split it up on different IP addresses, and go from there. Because they can flag your accounts that way as well. So there we go. That's gonna be all the information you need. Hopefully, if I forgot something, let me know in the comments. But hopefully this helps you guys out. And yeah, go get some cards, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one.